Well, very good morning to Nico Kleynhans. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, and good day to you and also to the listeners. One of the things that I'm becoming concerned about is that people believe that we have the right to free speech. And they believe that means you can say what you like on social media, and that is not true. There are consequences, and those consequences are very real. And I want to talk about something that happened in Australia during this week. A deputy premier of part of Australia was about to face an election. And there was a local blogger who didn't like him. And that blogger produced 2 videos in which he accused that particular deputy premier of being a crook. He provided no evidence. In fact, the main reason for him calling that guy a crook was that he was of Italian descent. And all Italians, as he was saying, are in fact linked to the mafia. As a result of that, that particular official stepped out of politics because he lost the election. He thought there were no consequences of that. But in putting out those videos and getting 800,000 hits, he added adverts to the hits. So he was in fact earning money from those videos that he was using to attack an official. Well, the police stepped in immediately and gave him a choice. He either had to pay $100,000 damages to the politician, or he would face arrest under hate speech, which is what the Australian equivalent would have been. He paid the $100,000 damages to the politician. But then the government took it a step further. And they said, but hang on, Google and the YouTube knew that this was being promoted. They knew that this blogger was making money. And they also made money because they also added adverts to these particular blogs. On that basis, they were considered to be co-publishers. And on Monday, they had to pay a 715,000 Australian dollar fine. Now, this is not the first time that Google has been fined. It's the first time they've been fined for a YouTube. Previously, they were fined when their search engines pointed to fake news as an answer. Now, how does that affect us in South Africa? I have a pet hate. Every single month, somebody is going to put out a blog predicting the price of fuel. They're going to use pseudoscience. They're going to use incorrect information. And they're going to make assumptions which cannot be scientifically proven. And then they're going to come to the conclusion that the fuel price is going to be 3 to 4 rand more per litre than what it actually turns out. If anybody is going to predict what the price is going to be 3 weeks before the end of the month, they are lying. There is no ways that you can scientifically project the price of fuel that far ahead. And if you are promoting, you like what this blogger is saying, and you sharing that, then you are participating and you are sharing fake news. Next time you hear of load shedding, if you post where somebody is saying we're going to go to lockdown level 4, 5, or 6, and you are incorrect, and that was not based, I believe you should be prosecuted because you're creating panic. You're pushing Facebook. You're pushing fake news, and you shouldn't be doing that. The fact that you can share does not mean there will not be consequences. So please, we're about to see an arrest in our area because somebody made a serious allegation about a public official. They cannot justify what they said, and they are going to face consequences of that. Fake news is real, and there are consequences. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nico.